Hey, thank you so much for popping by to listen to me, to watch me if you're on YouTube. I'm going to talk to you today about 2 ways that you can adjust your schedule and get motivated again. I know as teachers, it's not always motivating. A lot of our job is distraction work. Like we get all this extra admin work. We've got covers that we're doing at the moment because there's a teacher shortage all over the place. And we are losing our motivation. We're losing track of why we became teachers. We're still there, we see the progress, but we wish we had more of that. And so I'm going to talk to you about how to get that motivation just by looking at your schedule and making a couple of adjustments. Now, this can be your schedule for the day or for the week, but it's all about making just some simple adjustments that will help you to feel energized again about teaching, for you to feel motivated again to go, yes, this is where I want to be. Because I want to keep as many teachers in teaching but doing teaching, right, as much as possible. I do not want you to be in teaching and just doing all this admin stuff or doing 1,000 other things and getting distracted from the core of what you want to do, which is the teaching, right? It's about helping these students and seeing them succeed. That is why I'm giving you this very simple couple of strategies that you can use to adapt what you're doing to just motivate you and for you to start to enjoy what you're doing again. So, too much admin, let's get to it. Number 1, I want you to identify the tasks that you do that sap your energy and another list of tasks of all the stuff that excites you or energizes you. Okay, so as a teacher, have a look through your daily planner, have a look through, hopefully you might have like a timetable or maybe you've got a schedule of what you've done for the last 2 weeks or the last month, and just go through and go, this meeting I was excited about, this one I was not. This class was awesome, like I love teaching this class, I don't like teaching this one so much. Maybe you have time that you've set aside, you're like, I really hated doing all this planning and organizing for a camp, or you really hated being involved in sport, or whatever it is that you have done. Identifying the things that excite you and energize you, and the things that you find that sap your energy out of you. You never look forward to. You're like, oh, this is the worst day. I've got this, right? Maybe you're like, oh, I've got duty again. I hate having duties, right? And so I want you to identify the things that are hard, that you make you lose motivation, and the things that increase it. And what you want to do as you do this is you want to start to see what are the things that are sapping your energy. Can you actually get rid of or reduce your time that you spend doing? Maybe there's things there that you could swap. If you hate doing playground duty or something like that, maybe you can find a teacher who really enjoys doing playground duty, but they don't like doing something else, and you can organize the swap with them and they can do your duty, and you can do, maybe it's programming for them or something because you love programming. I know that's me. Like I love preparing units of work and lesson plans and all that kind of stuff. Maybe you could do that for them and they can do your duty instead. Kind of this cool little swap that helps you to feel more energized about what you're doing and excited and motivated about your work, because you're reducing the things that are actually draining your energy. So that's strategy number 1, just looking at things and going, I need to find a way to reduce the things that are making me feel sad about going to work or make me not want to go to work. I want to increase the things that are really making me want to be at work. So if you love being with the students, then do lots of playground duties, right? Because you love being with them and chatting to them. Do lots of sport. Go and take on all those extracurriculars, run debating, all that kind of stuff. Get involved in those things. They're the things that energize you. And then see if you can find a way to do those and reduce the things that sap you. So if you don't like doing all your programming and stuff, just talk to your head teacher, go, I want to do all these things. Can someone else do this for me? And they can probably say, well, yeah, I can see how that's going to mean you have less time to do this. Sure, let's reduce your programming load or something. You just set up a system, see what you can find, right? This is just a treasure hunt, right? Where can I increase things that are exciting and where can I decrease things that are deflating? And the second strategy is to think to yourself about what is the highlight of your day today that you would like to go home and tell your kids. Like when your kids say, what did you do today? How was work? Anything like that. What would be one thing you would love to be able to tell them happened? And then set up your day so that thing happens. And it could be, I had a fantastic lesson and we did this and this. So set up your day, plan that awesome lesson and run that lesson. And then when your kids ask, what did you do today? You go, I had the best lesson. I did this and that. And the kids were acting something out, or they were all dressed up, or we were making things out of balloons, or whatever it is, right? There's lots of ways that you can make something exciting, right? But just think about when you go home today, what do you want to tell people about the best part of your day? I mean, my family, we often, when we sit down around our dinner table, just go, what was the best thing that happened to you today? Or what was the most exciting thing about today? And we go through each of my kids, and both me and my wife do it. And it's nice to have us share things that are exciting and that are pleasant. And so when you think about work, think, when I go home and I'm going to do this process, I do this process with my kids, I think, what do I want to be saying was the highlight of my day? And is it just going to be, I got home early and I got to play with my son, right? That's something I'm going to set up my day to make sure that highlight happens for me. If it's something about school, I'm going to set up my day for that highlight to have the best chance of happening. Okay, I know that's not always completely in your control, but try and set things up so that when you go home and you get asked, how was your day? Or you could have something really exciting, like, this was amazing when this happened, so excited. And that helps to keep you motivated to keep going with teaching, right? When those exciting things happen, that's when you're like, yes, right, I'm a great teacher, things are happening, I'm enjoying this. And so these are just two ways to adjust your schedule so that you get more motivated about teaching, to get you motivated again to go back and be the fantastic teacher that I know that you are, or at least that you want to be, right? You might be right at the moment, I don't know. But that was just two ways that you can help to increase your motivation again as a teacher. Now, if you enjoyed this kind of stuff is coming out of my book, Work Less, Teach More, How to Be an Effective Teacher and Live a Life You Love. Grab yourself a free copy. I just asked you to pay for postage and handling. I almost said coffee then, but copy, you get a free copy. Head to teacherspd.net/free WLTM. Grab yourself a copy and make sure you come back. If you're watching this on YouTube, there's a link underneath. You can just click that link and go and watch it. I look forward to chatting with you again next week. Bye.